Okay, so this next question is from Championship Kooky 482. It's kind of a long one, but basically comes down to how do you build in a practical way in the swamp and other like tough biomes like that. I have one example I can show you. I did the kind of building above stuff and bombing everything first. But let's see. Let's take a look here. Um, yeah, it's gonna take 1 second to get there, but yeah. So it's a little bit of a challenging biome, but it's kind of nice because there's a couple really good resources there. Especially there's the uranium in the cave right underneath the waterfall. I've done two different nuclear builds there. Uh, Way early on, I did one that sat on top of the waterfall by the swamp because I didn't want to deal with the swamp. And then I had water pumps down below in the swamp itself. But, I kind of had only that stuff there because that sort of takes care of itself. I think later on I also built a battery backup down there. But on this build, I basically clear cut all of the swamp to do a plutonium nuclear facility that is powered by these nuclear reactors here. So let's go there now. Where's that? Right there. I think this is it, right? Yeah. This was a fun build. This was actually what I did this one with a friend of mine. This was the first build after version 1 came out that I completed the game. I find it very ironic, I guess maybe that's the word for it, that it took about 5 years before I could actually finish the game, just because it didn't exist yet. Alright, so here's the swamp, everybody's favorite place. I basically put everything on pillars, but it looks this way now. You can see I still have ways to go on things, but I basically started out just making a giant basically flat top on everything here, and then I blew up the things below that I could that were sticking up. I just find that easier. I don't know. It's the swamp it's interesting. It is a swamp. But yeah, there are some nice resources here if you don't know. Right up there, you can see where the power line is, the power tower. There's uranium in there. There's also another entrance to it over there in the waterfall. So yeah, it's kind of a fun place. So basically what I did here was I basically have all of my resources that I need for the plutonium plant coming in here into different stations from all over the map, and then I have my inbound trains, my outbound trains going up that way. And yeah, so those are all the reactors over there. I basically got as far as building them, not making them look pretty. But so yeah, you can basically see I kind of bypassed any kind of issues and with actually building in the swamp just by raising it, which is really not my way of doing things most of the time. I like to build in the terrain and kind of use the challenges that presents, because I find that kind of more fun and it makes my builds more interesting, just because I'm forced to adapt my builds to the terrain and to the environment. I really do like that. So yeah, I hope this kind of helps. If you have more questions, just send them my way.